Hi guys. So let's tell a story real quick. Have you ever known a child who always saved every penny they received, every little bit of money they got? Have you ever met a child like that? They might even go to great lengths like skipping meals, just to ensure they could meet their daily savings goals. And all this dedication was driven by the simple desire what? To buy new clothes. It's crazy, right? Yeah, it is. What I just said right there, yeah, that was me. Growing up, I was that kid. Every little coin I got, I would stash it away, even if it is meant going hungry. You know, or for a new outfit. It is very very crazy. Even if I will starve myself just to make sure I got that outfit that I've been wanting to get. Fast forward to a few years, and all that stuff just faded away. The drive was gone. I started throwing on whatever, spending my money on other things. I lost sight of who I was, what I enjoyed. Why? I asked myself that question. I'm sure you all will be asking me that question as well. But I asked myself, but honestly, I don't know. Maybe I let people dedicate my life. Maybe telling me how to spend my time and what to do with myself. But one thing I remember very well is where I grew up. Oh my god, a tough neighborhood. It was a miracle if you didn't get caught up in the wrong crowd, trust me. But by some stroke of luck, I didn't. And I thank God for that. And you know, looking back, I think my upbringing really helped. I have a brother, I'm not going to mention his name, but that bro, then born you where would you be? Oh my god, if you won't do anyhow, you go see anyhow. I'm not going to mention his name, but you know, it has really really helped me to shape my life. Not to be, I'm not a bad boy, don't get me wrong, I'm not a bad boy, but all thanks to my brother. Yeah, then I had to hit the reset button. I had to remember where I was. I go back on track. I now focus on the things I truly loved, even if I couldn't afford a new clothes all the time. Maybe every time be Christmas now, maybe every time money day money day pocket, you understand. But I made sure to style the ones I owned very, very well, very fresh, to look sharp. And yeah, it was back in 2020 when a friend first suggested the idea. She looked at me and asked if I was a model. I've never had the idea of being a model back then. It is this particular person that first suggested and asked me, I can are you a model? There's something that attached to that actually. We've been friends for a couple of months, for years actually, for years, and we've not seen each other. So that the very first time we are seeing each other, she asked me, are you a model? Apparently, my style, my body, and even my height all seems to fit the description. I didn't take it seriously at all, not only 2023. So, a big shout out to all my loved ones, my friends, family, that have been so supportive since day one to this very, very moment. These are the people who consistently have my back, offering support and help without ever expecting anything in return. Their generosity and kindness are just a part of who they are, and I'm incredibly grateful for their presence in my life. You guys rock. I appreciate you. I started this whole content journey just by being myself. It was all about me, my fashion sense, my community, and all things that I loved. But then, as time goes by, my priorities started to change, and this stuff became what truly filled my life. It is not an easy journey. I'll be sincere with you guys. It is not an easy journey. It's the tough coffee and all. But then I'm still learning, growing, I'm praying for bigger and better opportunities. So, guys, if you are watching this, please, I'm not a big boy. Put me on. You know what I do. Please put me on. I'm not a big boy. Please, I beg you. All. Thank you. I know that what you commit to is what is gonna be your life. I know when you commit to a job or a person or anything, it is easy to get consumed by them. And sometimes we kind of forget ourselves and even God that made us. We forget about God, when you get committed to one particular thing you're doing, especially job, you will not even have time for yourself, not to talk of God. And that is very bad. Very, 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 very bad. If you have to be sincere with yourself, even with yourself, it is very, very bad. And that is the main problem, you know. And God is so so awesome. Trust me, God is so 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 awesome. But you won't get to know that until you really, really logged in with him. Yeah. I bet you all know what that means. We have to move close to God. We really, really need to have to move close to God. Sometimes putting ourselves or other things first before before we put God on, it shows that we are off track. But when we put God first, we start to see life differently. Trust me, whatever it is you believed in that you are worshiping, maybe you are a Muslim, Christian, or traditional way. I don't know. I don't care. But make sure you put God first. That's just it. When we put God first, you will see life differently. And to be very honest, trying to navigate life in your own way is a recipe for disaster. That is just it. You really need God. Yeah, a very quick story I said, and that's it. If this is your first time on my channel, I welcome you all specially. I welcome you. I welcome you. I welcome you. If this is your first time on my channel, please let me introduce myself. My name is Akinwale. I'm a model, and this is my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, click on the like button, and share with a couple of your friends for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And let me know what I can do better. And if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you, and see you in the next video.